I'm Lisa. I'm the venue director here at Swansea Arena. So we opened this venue back in March last year, 2022, after we acquired it in 2017 from the council. So we are part of the Ambassador Theatre Group, and we're the operator. The venue itself is actually owned by Swansea Council, and we operate it on their behalf. We opened with a bang. We opened with Royal Blood, who's one of the biggest rock bands in the UK at the moment, and it was so incredible after the years and years of construction to see 3,500 people in this very room dancing and singing along. What was really great about opening with Royal Blood is that they're a band that all generations love. If you like rock music, you know, there was teenagers here, there was people up to their 60s and 70s. So again, to open in a way that we were attracting a whole variety of generations from the South Wales area was something that we were really keen to do. Since then, we've had a huge variety of shows. We've had a number of comedy acts. We've had Michael McIntyre, Catherine Ryan's been here, Rob Beckett. It's actually quite difficult to name them all because Swansea really loves comedy, we have discovered. And so whenever we put a comedy act on sale, it sells out almost immediately. In fact, the Swansea community was pretty angry at us when Michael McIntyre went on sale because it sold out so fast that they basically thought we hadn't put any tickets on sale at all. So we had an awful lot of people saying, how do you even get tickets for this venue? Which again is very nice for a venue in its first year of operation to be able to attract those really big names. In terms of music acts, we've had Paul Heaton and Jackie Abbott, which was another sellout, which was a fantastic show. We've had Alice Cooper and the Cult. We also had 90s baby pop, which was a really fun one for me because it had all the bands from my teenage years like Five and 911. So again, it was really nice to have a different sort of audience come through the doors. And of course, we've had theatre as well, again, being part of the Ambassador Theatre Group, really good relationships with touring promoters. So we've had Six, we've had Jersey Boys, we've had Bat Out of Hell, and Six had such a great time with us last year that they're revisiting us again in January next year. And that's one of those shows that you can just watch again and again and again. So we've already had a huge amount of repeat bookings for that one, so that's fantastic. In terms of other things we've got coming up, we've just had RuPaul's Drag Race this Monday, which again, another fantastic event to have and a real variety of audience members there. And we've just announced Nothing But Thieves being part of their UK tour. So they're visiting us later this year. We're part of the Busted UK tour and they sold out, as you can imagine, within about 20 minutes. So our programme is really, really varied, and that's sort of what we're here to be, really. We're really big and we're really gold and we're right in the centre of Swansea, but we don't want people to be intimidated by us or feel like we're not part of the community, especially because we're part of this international company, Ambassador Theatre Group. You know, the team here in the venue are mostly people from Swansea, people that grew up here, people that have worked in the other theatres, in the other local music venues, and they want this venue to be for the people of Swansea. So we programme in that way. You know, we want to hear what people want. We want people to come through our doors. We want them to feel comfortable here. And of course, I believe you've already spoken to James, our creative learning producer. We want to put on projects as well that will bring people through our doors, such as the Ageing Well Choir. And earlier last year, we also did a project with a local youth group around the Kaiser Chiefs, a rock project, to get kids onto our stage playing instruments. So again, it's not all just about the glitz and glamour, it's about getting the community through our doors as well. On top of all that, we're very busy as a team. On top of all that, we also have our conference and events side of the business as well. So I think some people can often look at our programme and think, oh, they've only got 2 shows that month, they must be very, very quiet. But actually, we're busy almost every single day of the week with local, national and international conferences coming through the door. So yeah, so very, very busy schedule for us. We've had a very, very busy first year, but we're really looking forward to how we can grow on that and really become, you know, a key part of the Swansea community and entertainment. Yeah, so the people that work here at Swansea Arena, as I say, are all from the Swansea community. Our security team are all from the local Swansea community. Our F&B staff go to the local university. Our technical team are all people that have worked in Swansea for years. So as people, we're not intimidating. So even though the building can look intimidating, as soon as you approach the front doors, you are fully welcomed by people that know the local area, who are on your level and who just want to show you a really good time. Our box office team team are also local, and they've worked in a number of venues across Swansea, and what we find is they've already interacted with a lot of people. If you've been to a football match, if you've been to the Grand, you know, you've probably interacted with some of the people that work for us. So what I would say is we are open Monday to Friday 10 till 3, our box office and coffee shop. So if you fancy coming to see a show but you don't know what the auditorium looks like, you don't know how to buy a ticket, if you just pop in, our team will bring you in here, they'll show you where the seats are, they'll show you where is best to sit, especially if you've got any access needs, because of course it can feel quite intimidating not knowing where the stairs are, where the lifts are, etc., where you might get the best view or the leg room. We're more than happy to introduce people to the auditorium slowly and to that booking process. We felt it was really, really important to have a manned box office, not just a website or a phone line, so that people could come in and have that experience. So we are very passionate about that. So anyone can come in anytime. Even if you don't buy a ticket, just come in and have a chat. I think when you watch something on the TV, yes, you see a little bit more of the detail, don't you? You get those close-up shots of what's happening on the stage. But what you miss is the feeling of the emotion around you. And I'm a real sucker for live entertainment. I cry all the time. It doesn't matter if it's a rock gig or a theatre show or RuPaul's Drag Race. When I'm standing in the auditorium and it's fully packed out and I can see people clapping and cheering, or a song comes on that you can tell just resonates with the entire room, it's the one that they've been waiting for, and everyone starts singing along, I am always to be found at the side of one of the boxes just having a little tear, because that's why I work in this industry. That's why we all work in this industry, to bring such joy to people. And you always leave the venue on a real high, don't you? Singing the songs. If it's a theatre show, you're looking up the soundtrack to try and relive it. And it's a real moment in time. It's a real memory, and I think it's really special to be a part of that and to help bring that to people. And again, this venue is about bringing a different type of event to Swansea that hasn't been here before. There's such fantastic entertainment venues in this city already, but a lot of certain types of shows just go to Cardiff, whereas we want it to be, do you know what, it can be a Thursday night and you can finish work and you can just pop in and see a fantastic world-class performance in your hometown. It doesn't have to be a big deal. You can have a drink, you can sing along, and then you can go home and be like, that was one of the best nights of my life. That's what we're here to do.